What is crack-a-lack in Facebook? I'm getting wands worked on as we speak. And I recently came across a little bit of tobacco in my possession. That's most definitely what's up. Now in a couple hours I'll have to make a trip on down to Ace Hardware to collect some supplies I need to finish these 21s, yeah, the fourth batch. Now I'll be heading to the Aussie concert in October, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of money saved up before then so I can get drinks and stuff. I mean, it doesn't hurt to save money anyways, Facebook. I'm making like 10 to 21s per batch. And I take a little bit of money and just leave it in my account. And do that with every batch. Then eventually I'll have money for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe one day I need money for wand supplies. All of a sudden I got a little stacked away. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Yeah. Right now, the only two Teespring campaigns I have is the new Gothic King Cobra shirt I designed, plus the sexy Cobra Angel leggings. Those things are pretty dope. And then I got my sweet line of clothing that I designed with customizedgirl.com. Yeah, buddy. Right now, all I can do is sit and wait patiently. Now, because the 4th of July is coming up, I figured it'd be appropriate to do a red, white, and blue wand. I'm definitely going to need to get white spray paint to finish the middle section of that. life can be somewhat unfair sometimes, and when life's unfair, you just make the best of it, man. Fuck all the bullshit and fuck the stress, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, like, for real. So even if you gotta wait for a wand to dry, some things are just worth the wait. And Casper is definitely an interesting town, let me tell you. I'm waiting for the city bus to go up and get wand supplies. Because you can get spray paint at like 3 to 4 different locations pretty easily. But only Walmart and Home Depot seem to carry glow-in-the-dark spray paint. Which is whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm waiting for the bus. And there's these people that are drunk, of course, because, you know, it's the Casper City bus. I mean, come on. It's, you know. And this chick's got this big old shit-eating grin on her face. And she pulls this dildo out of her backpack about this long and about that fucking round. White and still wrapped in the package, mind you. And I was like, oh, dude. But then I'm like, you know, who the fuck am I to judge? So at first I was like, okay then. But then I'm like, you know what? It's whatever, girl. Do your thing. You know, I don't honestly blame her. I've heard a lot of women say that they're slim pickings when it comes to the dating scene in Casper, and I've heard men say the exact same thing. Shit. If I got like $4,000 saved up in the bank and I buy a $1,000 car easily, and it costs maybe like another $1,000 to plate it, you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing but a thing. But if I got like 4,000 stacked up in the bank, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a thing. It ain't nothing but a thing, man. Go up to the DMV and try to take my driver's license. And, well, I can try my best. That's all I can do. But if I fail my driver's test a certain amount of times, I have to wait a whole year to retake it. Which, that's a little bit annoying. You know, it's like, oh yeah, sure, no pressure, right? Shit. But the sooner I get these other wands painted, the sooner I can get to completing like the last 3. Or 4, I should say, because there's 2 I'm giving away for free, and then 2 more I'm making to finish the batch. Yeah. Now, occasionally I'll make a wand for free and give it away because it ends up being free advertising, which is good for business, the way I look at it. And if I take my driver's test and I fail it and have to wait a whole year to retake it, it's not the end of the world. It just means I have a whole year to study for it. That's the better way to look at it, I suppose. I don't think different types of wood produce different types of magic. I think if you find a general wand that works for if it carves out good, then it should produce magic in general. You don't need special wands to make necromancy happen, but a word of caution: if you're getting into extremely dark magic, then you need to be a bit more versed in the arts before dwelling that deep into it. You don't want to open up something you can't control. The thing about magic is it's not always friendly and nice. To answer your question, Gene, no. Jean Costea says, could a dildo be used as a wand? And the answer is no. That's just nasty. I mean, at the end of the fucking day, it's my life, and I'm making the best of it for me. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta say or prove shit to nobody. Oh, the woman I seen at the bus stop, she looked a little bit older, but, you know, she had a nice figure, so shit. But, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the thing of it, is there's good looking women all over town. You just gotta know where to find them. Anytime you get a good looking woman that's nice to you or notices you or makes a positive compliment about your body or the way you look, oh, he looks good, you know, shit like that. These are the women you gotta pay attention to because they could be potential partners in the future, you know. Fuck all the bitches rejecting you. Those bitches are stuck up. They're not worth your time. Straight up, fuck them. You got bigger fish to fry. At least that kind of thing's being more socially accepted if a woman feels comfortable enough to just whip that shit out in public, like, yeah, look what I got, you know. I was not expecting to run into that kind of thing, but there you go. Have you ever seen Chris Angel the Magician? I've seen some of his videos, but in person, no, I have not. And I gotta offer merchandise for both my male and my female fans, and doing it through two different websites isn't too bad. Someone, in fact, did order a pair of those leggings once, and that was all it took for me to go, you know what? That campaign's staying on there. I don't care. As a matter of fact, that reminds me. Oh, I'll take that as a compliment, Gene. Thank you. I'll plug some of my merchandise in a new video for YouTube. Seems like I had to delete the one I made recently cooking that wild ass calzone because apparently that can be poisonous. And I don't want to give my fans or my peeps bad cooking instructions, but that's alright. Yeah. What is up, YouTube? I got you on Facebook Live, and I also got you on QuickTime Players, recording 2 videos at the same time right about now. Awesome sauce. Right now, I'm currently working on the 4th batch of wands, and while I do that, if you'd like to purchase some badass merchandise created by yours truly, then I'll provide my freshest campaigns on Teespring that I have right now that are most excellent indeed. Ladies, you want some sexy leggings to look good this summer, feel sexy, you gotta check out them Cobra Angel leggings, man. That shit's fresh. And then I also got a brand new Gothic King Cobra t-shirt, fresh for the summer. That shit look good, man. I also got some merchandise I made on customizedgirl.com. We'll provide the link to my shop in the description box below. Thank you all for checking out that merchandise, and yeah. Now I had to delete my previous cooking videos because it's not safe to cook mayonnaise in an oven. It is what it is, but I don't want to give my fans or my video viewers unsafe cooking instructions. I had a female fan inform me just recently about a Google article she saw, and I was like, well, you know, thanks for the heads up. I've done some pretty questionable shit on my cooking videos before, but that, yeah, if questionable, it goes as far as, okay, that just looks gross, but whatever. Then that's fine, that's one thing, but unsafe cooking practices that could potentially hurt me or the people who reattempt the recipes, yeah, no, I don't want that. It is what it is, though. Now, tomorrow, YouTube, I have to make a trip to Ace Hardware to gather some more supplies to help me finish up this batch of wands right quick like. Yeah. I go to Ace Hardware, Walmart, and Home Depot to get the supplies I need to finish my wands. And there's also the Wonder Gift Shop, so that's like 4 stores I visit just to finish and make wands. 4 separate stores all over town. Yeah. I may end up staying up most of the night just spray painting and getting the rest of them done to a point so where all I gotta do to the ones that I have painted is polish and handle them. That'll leave 3 to 4 wands I gotta finish. Just easy as piss. Yeah. Hopefully by now, most everybody who ordered a wand from the 3rd batch should have gotten theirs by now. There were two people who supposedly gave me the wrong addresses, so they literally sent me the supposed correct address in the chat. I copy and paste the addresses and everything. And now they're saying that those aren't real addresses, so I don't know, man. I'll get that figured out as quickly as I can. And while I'm in and out around town, just go figure out the scenario on my phone. I don't care how long it takes him to get it fixed. I know when it gets back to me, it's going to be noise. The cell phone place will put liquid glass protector on the screen. It makes them screens super hard to crack, legitly, which is a nice touch. So I'll have to spend like a shit ton of money on an expensive ass case. Shout out to a CPU here in town. They do repairs on cell phones, computers, and that sort of thing. So if your computer's got a cracked screen and parts in it are wonky and broken, that sort of thing, for a reasonable price, you can take it to them. I can tell you right now that getting my cell phone fixed is going to be a lot cheaper than getting a new one, to be brutally honest. I'm probably going to have a shit ton of messages on my phone because these last couple of weeks I haven't had it. People's probably trying to get a hold of me and shit. Now, because the 4th of July is coming up, YouTube, I'm including a patriotic wand in the batch. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. Now, the first batch to get done would be this one right here. The Mod Podge is still drying on it in different spots, but for the most part, it's pretty dry. I left some of the bark on that handle to add to the aesthetic look of it, I guess. And at $24 a pop, these things are selling like hotcakes, man. And you can see right here where the podge is still drying, but it's dry enough that it isn't going to come off. And eventually when it's done drying, it dries to a shiny finish just like that. I may end up having to replace a couple colors because the nozzle on my yellow is fucked up, and sitting there into swap nozzles just to fucking paint it. Like, fuck that noise. I want to make sure oh shit. Make sure I haven't lost my Ace Hardware card. Hopefully I still have it. I should still have it. Yep, it's right there. Awesome sauce. There are fans who are so excited about the idea of me making wands that they're just like, you know what I'm saying? I thought about making like a Cobra Craft pillow with my face on one side and then the logo on the other. That looks sick, and then making a t-shirt to go with it. I mean, it's something to do while these wands dry. But I'll have to get back to you on that. And I'll definitely add those campaigns to the description box below if you're interested. In case you cool cobras on the flip side tubes. Alright, so that video shall be saved as working on wands. Simple enough. Pardon the echo on the Facebook Live video, but that's how a good time player does it. All right. So now if I go to Facebook and collect what I need. And go to CT Spring. Take a look here, see what's going down. Damn. No one's buying merchandise at the moment, but that's all right. You know, I keep my chin up on that. You get like 4 really good campaigns going. That's really all you need. Start designing. Just gonna go ahead and whip up a fresh pillow. Upload art. I may have to make the image bigger in a different program if it doesn't upload big enough. Yeah, that's too fucking small. Hold on a second. Now if we go into a program I like to call GIMP. Well, that's the name of the program anyways. It combines Paint Studio and Photoshop into one simple to use program. If I'm going to make the photo bigger, why not do a little bit of photo editing around it? and make it look sick as fuck for the pillow. Wouldn't hurt. Let's see what else I'm gonna need. The that one. I'm not gonna upload that video to YouTube until I have these next 2 merchandise items diggity done, son. Here we go. Image. Scale image. Let's scale the image as large as we can. That way, it covers the good majority of that pillow. And you gotta scale your images really, really big to put them on pillows. Yeah, no. And the photo editing is just gonna make the eyes look a little bit more spooky for the pillow so it matches the cobra on the back. Dig what I'm saying, Facebook. As smudging it with that tool is a bad idea. This is going to be tricky, but it can be done. A little bit of photoshopping here and there. And to make the pupils in the middle look like ones of the pillow. This one's being a bugger to center, but about there, yeah. A little bit goes a long way. That's done very nicely. That looks good. There we go. Yeah, these pillows are gonna look sick. Let's see. I'll go ahead and leave GIMP open for the moment, just in case I got to make the one logo bigger. But and sure enough, it didn't. Still front and center, but it didn't quite cover the entire pillow. It's still big enough you can see it, but it's not like the entire thing. Damn. Yeah, I get back into GIMP once more to make this image a lot bigger. That way I can be sure that this pillow turns out good. Hopefully now it's big enough that it covers a bigger portion of that pillow. That's still not very big. Damn. Image, scale image. There we go. Here's hoping this is big enough now. There we go. Now we're talking. Perfect. That looks better. Upload art. I see how I can make the logo a little bit bigger too. Here's a CobraCraft Wands pillow that's it's gonna do quite nicely if I do say so myself. It might, never know. Images, scale image. Wonder. Oh, yeah, come on. Do it. Upload that. That's still too freaking small. Make it go to export. I don't know why it is taking me to. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. That should be big enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's big enough that I can do a little bit of adjusting. Make it just a little bit smaller. There we go. That's what I am talking about. Yeah, that'll make a nice pillow. Continue. Have a beach towel with me on it. That'd be cool. The beach towel is a little bit. Damn, beach towel's more expensive. But that's all right. Continue. Go back. I make that a little bit smaller, but not too much smaller. There we go. That looks a lot better. And now we're talking. A good looking pillow, man. Right the fuck on. publish listing. Now give it a second, and it should generate creating product listing. There we go. Come on, Teespring, you can do it. Oh, glorious. That's exactly what I wanted on the pillow. Oh, yo, Facebook. Check this shite out. That pillow looks fucking cool, dude. Yes. Just so I can say I have the photo on there. That. Open. Make that my new profile picture. Yeah. Back over to Teespring once more. It's usually good to have like 3 or 4 solid campaigns on Teespring. Yeah, buddy. Okay, one more t-shirt then. I'll do another KobraJFS t-shirt. Yeah. This one will just see my picture on the front of the shirt. In the back, it's the logo, short, sweet, to the point. Let's see if I can just. If I can just have the logo on it. Back. Maybe some text. Just put the logo on the front and see the text. What the fuck do I want to say? Finest handmade ones. Yeah. Because that'd be the fucking truth of it. FINEST. Get some like really fancy scroll for it. Let's see. Script. That sounds like. Finest handmade ones. Yeah, that's a good looking font for that shirt too. Yeah, look at that. There we go, that's clean, I like that. something in the bag. Just think. second. I can go over. Pop up. There we go. Launch that shit. Come on, do it. There we go. That should look good. Well, thank you, Simon. I just turned into chat right now. And then now we go to the YouTube. Click the upload button. Let's go to Teespring first. Products. So if you can't open the link in chat, there'll be a video which will have links in the description. Those pillows look good too. I like the pillows. go. Publish. Awesomeness. Maybe a hooded jersey might be your thing. Dank drink combos. Yes, there's one coming up that I'll be doing hopefully soon enough. But yeah, the merchandise line is looking very, very cool. Yeah. I've distracted my mind long enough. Upload a video talking about the merchandise, make sure the merchandise line is perfect, and upload links to all of it. There's like 8 designs. Yeah, this should look good, man. Yeah. It's enough merchandise line. There we go. Yeah. Well, for the foreseeable future, yes. I'm still going to the Ozzy Osbourne concert with Homeboy Scotty, yes. It's going to be lit. If there are any fans at the Ozzy concert, they want to stop and say what's up, you know. Don't be a stranger. What if these things are done right? This one's strong enough. One of these is not there. God damn it. Dropped it in the trash, but that's alright. I picked it back out. No other unwanted colors are on it at the moment. I can see. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. Shit. much all the wands that I can paint at the moment. I've already did that. Yeah. There's 4 or 5 wands that need a little bit of white paint, so at the moment I've painted all the wands I can paint until I get more paint or get another one carved out. Do I have the sandpaper to finish this one? That would be nice if I did. Yes. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, so, alright. This wand will be Therese's wand, and it needs to be carved out. It's already carved out now, it needs to be sanded. I suppose while I wait for those wands to dry, I could sand this out right away. I have just enough sandpaper to finish the Therese Saxton's wand up right quick. Oh, not a whole lot, Mr. Parker Jackson, just chilling out, making some wands, you know. There's no guarantees when I'll be able to get this mailed off, but I assure you I'll get it mailed off as quickly as I can. Now that I've got one batch is pretty damn close to being completed. Just about there. So now make the tip smoother. Yeah, that's looking good. go. About to get more sandpaper at Ace. There we go. For 3 Saxton's wand, that'll do nicely. Got that sucker carved out real good. And I can paint it and everything else when those other 3 are done and such, but for now at least, I'll set it down. For now at least, I'm gonna set it down. Should make sure the make sure the point on it's good. I want the point to be as spiky as Vegeta's hair, no less. Because Therese Saxton is a huge Vegeta fan. So I ended up painting this wand black on the handle for his hair. And then white, blue, and yellow for his combat outfit or training outfit, whatever you want to call it. Now this way I legitimately only have 2 wands to carve. And the other 2 are to be for my batch, of course, but Hoo-wee, that is one mean point on this wand. Hoo-wee. That's sharp enough to do some damage, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's as pointy as Vegeta's hair. Now we're talking. Sweet. Although threes, I'd be very careful when holding this wand because this point is insanely sharp. But she was telling me in the chat that she was going to get a frame for it and everything. And I'm like, well, how about that? Yeah. Cool. I kind of told her I was going to send her a letter. And then I let the surprise out that I was going to also include a free wand with it. Yeah. It's a good looking wand. Now this means I only have quite literally 2 wands to carve out. The scepter and another handheld wand. There we go, got the hand smoothed out. Ooh, hold on a second. Yes. Yes. The feeling a stick gives off when it's perfectly carved into a nice wand. Oh, bloody hell, that is magnificent. There's a couple of tiny pieces right here, but I'm getting more sandpaper tomorrow, so. Awesomeness. The orange one's done dry. Yes, it's dry enough. I can sit it down. Yes, it is. Most excellent. Now this one is the patriotic wand I was talking about. I don't have any white spray paint at the moment, so I go to paint the middle of this white. I want to tape off both ends so we get a nice clean white stripe in the middle. And then when the white dries, I'll add some glow-in-the-dark spray paint to it. Yeah. Being as it is the 4th of July coming up, I figured it'd be fitting to include at least one patriotic wand. And this one's going to be done tomorrow because, like I said, I don't have the white spray paint to do the middle of that. However, for the sake of having it ready to go when I get the white spray paint see where's this. There we go, that'll protect. The blue on it. Then we'll do a strip right here. Now, sometimes it's essential to use painter's tape on a wand if you want to suppose a cleaner line, you don't want it to bleed. But that require doing one color at a time, and sometimes getting it to bleed through looks kind of cool when it's finished. There we go. Now this one is taped off, ready to go, so that way when I put the white paint on that little section right there, boom. Yeah. Looks kind of funky all taped up, doesn't it, Facebook? Oh, shoot. It's alright, it'll look better when I take the tape off of it after painting that little stripe. Let's see, that can be set down right there for now. Well, here's another wand that I'm working on as a gift, and this one's gonna have a glow in the dark bit on it from like here all the way down. So to mark this one off for the white, this one may require a lot more taping. But this one's going to be a rainbow wand with a glow-in-the-dark fucking handle. And I started to do that beforehand, but then when I thought the white paint was done drying completely, it pulled this stunt right here, which is not the entire thing covered, so I'm going to have to redo this handle paint. And this one's gonna have a lot more cleaner lines on it. You know what I'm saying? Which as soon as I get the handle painted and dried on both layers, then I'll have to let it dry. And once it's done drying, I'll tape it and then do each color of the rainbow on this wand individually, one at a time. Instead of trying to, that way they all fit on here and everything. Which is going to require tearing this tape in half to make a smaller strips that way. I'm going to rainbow effect this shit. You know what I'm saying? It'll look a lot cleaner. But I've done all I can for these wands up until this point. Well, tomorrow, or later on today, while I'm letting various wands dry in various stages, I'll have to carve out another handheld wand, the 19th one, and then I'll have the scepter to finish. Making this whole handle glow in the dark, so that way when it glows in the dark, all you see is the black of the leather lace or string, whatever it's called, wrapped around it. Sometimes free wands end up being free advertising, you know. Now, for instance, this is a wand I'm offering for sale on KobraCraft Wands. I managed to get all the colors on here. Yeah, there we go. Here's a wand I'll be offering for sale on KobraCraft Wands. And it just needs to finish drying on the paint. Paint's still a little bit sticky, but I can touch it and it's not coming off of my hands. And once the wands are done drying on the paint, then I can tie handles to them all at once, but individually, the handles are going to have to dry individually on the glue, which may take a little extra time, but pretty much every other stage I've done making these fourth batch of wands has come together quite nicely for the most part. Now, because I'm doing the fourth batch, and the fourth batch has 20 wands in it, A roster wand wouldn't hurt either. I'm just saying, Facebook. Just because I'm doing 20 wands in the fourth batch, 20 wands. One Rasta themed Bob Marley style wand. The paint's dry enough, it's not coming off, that's good. I mean, once it gets to that stage, yeah. Granted, they don't look like much when they first start, but by the time they get to this stage, you start seeing them come together real nice, like. Now, the only thing I can't do multiple of is gluing the handles at the same time. I might be able to do like one or two at a time, but I'm not going to risk it. I want full pressure, because when you glue the handles on, you want the full pressure of that vice clip to do its thing. You know what I'm saying? So gluing the handles on is going to have to be an individual wand type thing. But that ain't going to be a problem. And I could carve one more wand down and have 19 wand shells ready to go, but I can save that for tomorrow or later on today. This roster wand looks pretty good. Not as good as Homegirls, mind you, but you know, the wand I made for my recently acquired new friend, and that was some good looking wand, man. Like, I did do a video of it briefly on YouTube showing it off. I was like, yo, check out this shit right here. These things are coming together very, very nicely. Facebook, very nicely indeed. Now, having 20 wands in the next batch will give plenty of people plenty of opportunity to purchase a wand. Geez, I got sawdust all in my pants. That's easy enough to take care of. Disc can go back in here. Just a little bit of water and wet my pants and wipe it down, you know what I'm saying? It'll come right off. These pants are still clean, just a little bit of sawdust on them. But, I do think this might be my best batch of wands yet. Facebook. Instead of waiting a full 2 weeks to get them all done. Try to get them done in 2 weeks or less. One second. Yeah. Sawdust is kind of hard to get off your pants, but unless you like wash it. But I should be able to wear those tomorrow without any problem. And now that I've gotten some more work done on those wands, now I can relax for the evening. Nice pair of slippers. And a pipe full of tobacco. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, Facebook. Excellent. Seems to be a need of a stirring. Maybe it's cached. More than likely it's cached. This occasionally has to be done too. But all that ash that cakes around your bowl, years of smoking out of it, you want to take your scooper and all that ash that's caked onto the side of your bowl. You want to take it and scrape it out. So I'm sitting here like there's no way. This is all tobacco it's holding. You're sitting there smoking out of your pipe and you start thinking, okay, you know what? I could have swore this pipe held more tobacco when I first got it. Find yourself troubleshooting with that. Well, let me tell you. Now, before when you got your pipe, you could stick your whole pinky in there, but then you find you can barely get it in there. When you smoke out of your pipe, you'll get a layer of ash and build up around the inside of your chamber. So this has to be done at least once or twice a year. You take your scooper and you basically scrape all of that finish, not really finish, I mean all that caked on stuff, all the ash and what have you. Nope. Sometimes you gotta angle your pipe tool like that and turn your pipe like I'm doing to really get at it. You hear that noise it's making? That noise it's making is a good thing. Why, hello, Miss Therese Saxton. How are you this fine evening? Here's your wand all carved out. I'm getting it painted as soon as I can. I want to make it as pointy as Vegeta's hair, and that's no lie. This thing is sharp as shit. If you're just tuning into Facebook, I've been painting wands non-stop for the last couple hours. And now I'm at a spot where I can stop comfortably. which means any like sort of tobacco that you're smoking, all the tobacco you smoke out of your pipe leaves behind an ash or a residue of some sort. And okay, now we're talking. I mean, there's a nice healthy buildup of it in here. So I may have to just take the stem out until I get this more properly decaked. Especially with pipes that have been used. Some pipe smokers don't do this enough, but I'm basically going around the inside of my bowl. And if you don't scrape out your pipe after each bowl, then you're going to have to do this. Otherwise, it'll just build up. And then eventually, you start seeing that, wait a second, all of a sudden this pipe that you've had is holding less and less smoke, and you're like, wait a second. How is it that when I first got this pipe, I could pack a full bowl, and now I can barely fill it? What gives? Give your bowl a scrape and see what happens. Oh yes, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we are cooking. And this is part of your tobacco pipe upkeep, man. Because if you don't do it, then I guarantee you, eventually it's going to get to the point where you can't even smoke out of it. So I'm here to tell you right now, if you don't take the time to every so often just take your pipe tool or scraping device and just get all that caked on stuff on the inside of your bowls scraped off your walls. That's buildup from smoking out of them is what it is. And all you gotta do is just push down into that tobacco chamber as hard as you can. Push down and scrape. And don't worry about hurting the inside of your bowl. You'll be fine. What you're doing is you're getting all that buildup off the inside of your pipe. There we go. Now it's not completely perfectly scraped out on the inside, but it's scraped out deep enough to where I can pack a full bowl of tobacco in there with no problem. There might be like a little There we go. There we go. That's what I like to feel on the inside of that. And as you can see, scraping out the inside of your pipe is kind of messy, but now that I've taken the time, just get all that caked on stuff off the inside of my pipe. Now I can stick my whole pinky in here just fine. I mean, is it all out of there? No, but it's out of there enough to where I can have a full bowl in my pipe now. There we go. And now the pipe is cleaned out, stems unclogged, bowls unclogged. I can hear that draw. Perfect. Well, thank you, Therese. You think the wand looks awesome. Now I should wait till it's finished. This is a pretty big bowl, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be able to hold a decent amount. Of course, now that I've gotten where I need to be on my wand for the most part, there we go. Sprinkle more of that on top, give it a nice pack. It's a lot more complex than just pulling one out of a pack and lighting it. There's a bit more to it. There's a wee bit more to it. Give that a charlight. Pack it down into the bowl, just like that. If you spend time getting your pipe ready for another several rounds, then why not take time to enjoy the labors of your work? Back it down in there a little bit wider. There we go. But yes, people have asked about my newest drink combination. As it is still summertime, I got another summer themed drink combination in the works. I want to try mixing Bacardi Lemor mixed with brisk lemon sweet tea. I have a feeling that those two mixed together will taste just fine. I suppose I'll leave you with it, Facebook. I'll catch you, Cobras, on the flip side, yo. Thank you for watching.